Hello again, education family. We are back. It's Principal L here with my buddies TJ and Joe, and we're here to talk to you about hope in sight. And today we're talking about leading with appreciation because we know how important it is to appreciate one another, but also to appreciate those that we work with and those who we work alongside them on a daily basis. So today we have a wonderful guest, one of my favorite principals in the world, who's going to talk to us and give us her take on appreciation and leading with gratitude and love and empathy and hope and positivity and support. But my man TJ is going to give us his take today on how much he appreciates my man Joe and me.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate being on the show. I appreciate the fact that we're here speaking to an audience about the power of positivity, about leading with appreciation. Amber's going to come on here in a minute. You know who I turn to for gratitude, keeping my attitude right, is John Gordon. I love his work. He has a book called The Power of Positivity. He always puts appreciation forward and says, look, if you can keep your attitude right, you can just do so many things for so many people. It's just an awesome work that he's got forward for everybody. So I would check out the tweets that he sends out, his books. And again, he's been on our show, the One Thing series. He's been on our podcast. He wrote a nice little quote for passionate leadership. And so I appreciate John Gordon. And hey, maybe he'll come on the show one time too. Joe?
Thank you, TJ. I'm a huge fan of his book, The Seed. Have you ever read that one?
Oh, yeah. I love that book.
Yeah. I mean, anytime like somebody kind of creates this parable, this narrative of you're searching, I think in all our own ways, we're searching. And I think one of the best ways is during that search is to recognize what you have. And at this, I love this quote. It's called "Gratitude turns what we have into enough," which ties great into this Buddhist proverb, which says, enough is a feast. We just got to recognize what we have and don't take it for granted. Elle, you kicked off. You're absolutely right. Amber Teamann is our guest. She is from the Lone Star State and principal co-author of Leading with Appreciation. Here is Amber Teamann.
Hey, thanks for having me on, Joe, TJ, and Salam. I'm super excited to be on the Hope Insight Show. Just wanted to talk for a couple minutes about how to lead with appreciation, especially during this time right now when we don't actually know what we're doing. I made the comment that I think it's really hard to principle without my people. The benefit, however, when trying to lead with appreciation and fostering a climate of gratitude and a culture of appreciation is that I know my people. I know who gets stressed out. I know who has anxiety. I know more than just their t-shirt size and their favorite snack choice. It's not necessarily about a token of appreciation, but it's leading with grace and it's leading with the spirit that when my people are stressed, I know how they handle their stress or don't handle their stress. And as the leader, setting that tone of that we're going to be okay, it's going to be fine. Don't worry, we've got this. We're all in this together. I truly believe that by fostering a culture where everyone wants to support everyone and everyone is appreciative of those efforts, not necessarily again with a snack or a t-shirt, but genuinely says, I see you, I hear you, I know how you're feeling, or even that empatheticness of, I don't know what you're going through right now, but I'm here. I'm here, whatever you need. If it's to take a task off of your plate, if it's to give you a social distance high five, or if it's even to show up and leave that Sonic drink on the porch. Leading with appreciation means recognizing on your staff who needs what and when. That means you got to listen. It means you got to go deeper than just a cursory good morning, how are you? It means you've really got to do the work. Building relationships takes time. It's not something that we can rush. I think that as a early on principal, after 6 months, I felt like I see these people all the time. I say good morning every day in the hallway. We're all best friends. And it took a couple of years to recognize that a genuine relationship goes deeper than that. It's recognizing who they are as people, what their goals are, empowering them, listening to them, encouraging them, because everyone struggles. Everyone struggles with self-confidence and feeling that their boss doesn't think that they do enough. My primary role in not necessarily being their cheerleader, but recognizing and sharing all that I see, of all that I know that they do, the relationships that they build, the difference that they make, I have to be the mirror that shows that back to them, because it's hard for us to do that for ourselves. Thanks so much for having me on, y'all. Back to you, Joe.
Wow, I'll tell you what, Amber's a good friend of ours. It's an important message. I love what she has to say, especially how what we do goes well beyond some of the simple things for our staff, really show genuine appreciation for others. Elle?
That's great. And you know what I love too, Joe, is that your work in the VOTEC system here, you have some young people who are doing some great work, serving on the front lines themselves. And I just want to let you know how much I appreciate you and how you guys recognize them.
Elle,
So
you know
kudos.
what? Do you mind if I shared something?
Yeah, no, share.
So this was a tweet that went out a little while ago, but it shows our senior nurse tech students at St. George's Technical High School, one of our high schools in our district, that are still on the front line, still working, serving our community, doing great things. And it's great to see what they learn in school transfer into the real world, but they've been put in a position where they're helping people every day and taking classroom into the field. So can't thank these young people enough for what they're doing.
No, you can't. And I'm glad you're lifting them up, especially on a day like Memorial Day, where it's so important for us to recognize, those who are out there serving on the front lines at any level. And this whole COVID-19 experience has taught us to appreciate some people that we didn't think about, earlier in life, that we know and understand are out there serving others. So I want to thank you. And as a middle school principal in Delaware, we send kids to your program, and we know how you take care of those children and raise them up to become servants and leaders. So I appreciate, all the work that you're doing. So listen, folks, you heard it best from Amber. She talked to you about the importance of appreciating and doing the little things, but also sometimes those big things for people make a difference, but making sure that we just say thank you. It's important to be thankful for what people do. So listen, connect with us, like us here. Make sure you subscribe. Check us out on the schoolhouse302.com, principal.l.com. And remember that leading with appreciation begins with you having an attitude of gratitude. And so I want to thank TJ and Joe for being on the Hope and Sight show with me again as we come to you weekly. And remember, folks, for you, we will always keep hope in sight. Thank you.